If it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Commanders and the Buccaneers coming up next.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Well, Brock, we saw Week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to Week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right? It was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's Week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off from Tampa. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Such an incredible amount of promise in this man, and a lot of signs of hope since he went near the top of the draft this spring. We knew he was always going to get the start in his first career game, and this is the first step to beginning a new era for this franchise. And also that chip on his shoulder to prove that he should have been the number 1 pick.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for Robinson. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd down give to Robinson, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now Daniels off the play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now as we get a chance to look at their picks from this year's draft, Brock, we see a lot of names that are set up to help this team, both this year as rookies and down the line as well.
Yeah, you really see the 2 draft strategies combined here, right? Best player available in drafting for needs. Some people, well, they like one, some like the other. Personally, I think it's best when you add both to a class like they did. Some of these guys we're going to see right away, and others, well, they're going to have to develop to add some depth and serious talent down the road. Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
That's complete to Zach Ertz. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Staying with Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. Robinson will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Daniels. Escapes out to the left. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. From the gun, it's Daniels. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. They're led out by the 7th-year pro, comeback player of the year contender last season in Baker Mayfield.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. Baker now from the gun. Evans brings in the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he's out of bounds just before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. They put a receiver in motion right. First down, here's Baker. This finds Evans, complete. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The rookie out of Washington making that tackle. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have second down behind the sticks. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Daniels on first down. Has a man, it's Ertz. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's taken in by Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down, Commander.
Daniels. Will get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Again, Daniels to the air. Still has some space inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. In the first game of the season, training staff out to work on him. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Headed out right. Able to find Ertz.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still first down.
So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Second and 3 now. This time it's a passing play. It's caught, Eckler. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now, Daniels. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get the game's first points here in the second. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but man, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1.
Buccaneers, nothing.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's on the move. He can run it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 4. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Gets it to the 15. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. We've got a screen to the running back. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Now it's Terry McLaurin on the target. And now it's second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. To throw, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third down give to Eckler. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Commanders punting on fourth down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty Vets Tressway. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Throwing, Baker. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Baker to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Mayfield will look to throw. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Baker now from the gun. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And with just under 40 seconds left to go, Brock, they can try a drive, but they gotta hurry. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. From the gun, it's Daniels. Ertz reels it in. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Desmond King up to make the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference.
Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Working inside the red zone. Flush down now to... And they take this in for the score. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. On the return, here's Palmer. He stopped on the return at the 27. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome aboard to you and Brock. And to you at home as we take you around the NFL here on NFL Kickoff Weekend 2024. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Nick Chubb, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. The Seahawks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in the victory. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Ewer. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Ewer.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Rashad White on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the third quarter. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Irving hauls it in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 36. Got his target. It's Otten. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure, but you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Trenton Gill, the one to kick it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Daniels back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down, ball at the 36. Daniels now. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
On first down, here's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
This is Eckler on second. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Here's White on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here come the Bucs on offense now. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end left. Irving here from the gun. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got it deep downfield. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by a skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So the keeping their offense on the field. 2-point attempt coming up. Right side, toss play. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now Daniels off the play action. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Play fake here. Daniels. Into traffic. Complete. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Got his target, it's Zacchaeus. He's got a gain of 6 there. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Commanders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to their lead through the 4th. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
They send a receiver in motion right. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
The Buccaneers add another DB. 3rd down coming up. Now Daniels to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Levante David. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a person in this stadium didn't start tensing up the way I did up in the booth. You could feel that goal line coming, right? Pressure right in his face. Nearly turns into a couple points. Now you got to be so careful. No breathing room for the next snap.
Another try following the sack. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Tried to find Mike Evans with that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Irving on the inside give. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Now we're on with Robinson. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. Third and just 2 to go. Here's a give to Robinson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Daniels on 1st down. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Back to throw it. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On target to his man Zacchaeus. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's Daniels. Ertz reels it in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Commanders only up by a few. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson, and he runs it across, touchdown! The Commanders make it a 9-point advantage. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 28, Buccaneers 18. Austin Seibert.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. On the return, here's Palmer. And look at this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. This one's taken in by Otten. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Irving hauls it in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses. Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Pass is cut at the 9. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Looking to throw it. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders. That should just about lock up the win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form, taking